Kelsey Mitchell's going, what happened? Oh, it's a triple-double for Caitlin. What a reaction by Kelsey.
Being here for 2 years, I definitely feel like my confidence has grown. I feel like I'm finding areas where I fit, and that's something that's really hard in the WNBA.
The future is so bright, and our ultimate goal is to hang another banner in the field house. And our ultimate goal is to come back in here.
Picture this, Lexie Hull sitting in the locker room after a tough loss. The team's down, spirits are low. Then, out of nowhere, she sees something that changes everything. It's not a pep talk from the coach or a game-winning play. It's something so simple yet so powerful, it turns the whole season around. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. That moment, it's the key to unlocking the Fever's championship potential, and it's got nothing to do with what happens on the court. I'm about to show you the exact moment Lexie realized the Fever had something special, something that could make them unstoppable. You know how Caitlin Clark's been lighting up the scoreboard, right? But here's the thing, something even crazier is happening behind the scenes. The Fever were in a rough spot before Clark showed up. So what changed? Let me paint you a picture. While other star-packed teams like the Sky and Aces are falling apart, the Fever are coming together like never before. It's wild. The Chicago Sky's locker room? Total mess. Players are lost, leadership's MIA, and it's just toxic. And don't even get me started on the Las Vegas Aces. They're winning games, sure, but behind closed doors. Chaos, fines, suspensions, the whole 9 yards. But the Fever? They're doing something different. Lexie Hull spilled the beans, and you won't believe what she said. They're not just practicing. They're playing against guys to push themselves harder. And get this, they're doing all these crazy team bonding activities off the court. We're talking stuff you've never seen before.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands up. Hand down, man down. Kept that one to go by Halliburton. That's a 3.
You know, provided me a lot of grace, but always was there to be a shoulder to lean on and to really help me. I feel like I can continue to show up and be the same person that I am.
In the league sources, Weatherspoon had lost the locker room because of a culture that catered to the needs of a few players. Dear Lord.
Hull says the energy around the team is electric. And it's not just because of Clark, it's Aaliyah Boston too. And the fans are going nuts. But here's the kicker. It's what's happening in the locker room that's really changing the game. You know what Hull said? She said, "We never turned on each other." That mindset, that unity, it's what got us through those tough times. That's insane. While other teams are falling apart, the Fever are sticking together like glue. So here's the secret weapon. It's not just Clark's talent, it's how the team connects off the court. They're building trust, friendship, and a whole lot of hard work. And it's showing up in their game. But wait, there's more to this story. You won't believe what happened next. It's a play that'll blow your mind, and it all started with something that went down in practice. Let me tell you about it. Picture this. Lexie Hull, wide open under the basket, and the ball sails right over her head, again and again. It's not what you think. This isn't a game. It's practice, and it's about to change everything for the Fever. Remember that insane buzzer beater against the Sun? The one where Clark found Hull for the game winner? Well, that play almost never happened.
Probably could have given ourselves a little bit better of a chance to try to get it to a game 3 to give our fans an opportunity to cheer us on here at home, and that's kind of what stunk about it. But
I remember our social media kind of blew up after that, saying that welcome to the league, rookie and stuff. So that's like a moment that I'll probably remember as that welcoming.
We got to make the moves necessary, whatever that means, to put the best product that we possibly can.
See, when Caitlin first joined the team, her passes were like lightning. Fast, unexpected, and sometimes hard to catch. Lexie was struggling big time. She'd be wide open, thinking the play was over, when bam! A no-look pass would fly by, leaving her scrambling. It was getting frustrating. Hull was missing easy shots, and you could see the tension building. But here's where it gets good. Instead of giving up, Clark and Hull stayed late after practice. They were determined to get this right. Night after night, they'd work on their timing, their chemistry, their instincts. Coach Stephanie White noticed something special brewing. She saw how Hull and Clark were pushing each other, figuring out each other's moves. It wasn't just about the passes anymore, it was about trust. Then came that crucial game against the Sun. Fourth quarter, clock ticking down. Everyone's expecting Clark to take the shot, but she sees Hull cutting to the basket. Without even looking, Clark whips the ball through traffic. Hull, ready this time, grabs it and scores. The crowd goes wild. After the game, Hull couldn't stop grinning. She told reporters, "I definitely got passes and tried to finish when I wasn't expecting to get the ball. But now, it's like they're reading each other's minds." Hull says, "It has been awesome, and I think it's so fun to be able to know that you're not just cutting to cut."
All of us just kind of like stuck together, trusted the process, and realized that like the start of the season isn't the biggest deal. It's how we finish and how we get better. And
obviously we see her shooting, we see her passing, we see all that stuff on the floor, but a lot of that comes from a lot of hard work. She's in the gym almost all the time working on her game.
I appreciate it because at the end of the day we're competitors, and what she's done for us and paved the way to even for us to be here, we're eternally grateful for her.
Knowing that you're cutting with the possibility of actually making a really cool play. And get this, since teaming up with Clark, Hull's game has exploded. Before the Olympic break, she barely hit double digits. Now, she's dropping 22, 17, 11 points like it's nothing. Clark's even raving about Hull's defense, saying she brings a spark and a tenacity that's lifting the whole team. But it's not just about the stats. These two are becoming real friends off the court too. They're golfing together, cracking jokes in press conferences. It's that bond that's making their on-court magic even stronger. The Fever's new dynamic duo is just getting started, and the rest of the league better watch out. Because when talent meets trust and hard work, that's when championships are won. So here's the deal with the Indiana Fever. They're not just winning because of Caitlin Clark's insane talent. Nope, it's way more than that. This team's got something special brewing, and it's all about trust, friendship, and putting in the work when no one's watching. You know what's crazy? The Fever are completely changing the game. They're showing everyone that success in the WNBA isn't just about having the biggest stars. It's about building a team that's tight-knit, that has each other's backs no matter what.
her team's not winning in a scrimmage or a drill, like she's competitive and she's gonna do everything she can to win.
She's the biggest star in all of sports, and she's a woman. This is very unique. No woman's ever been asked to carry this burden.
Wanting to be like them, so I think continuing to uplift and represent this league in a positive way is the best thing that we can do.
And get this, Caitlin Clark herself said their ultimate goal is to hang another banner in the Fieldhouse. That's not just talk. These ladies are on a mission, and they've got the secret sauce to make it happen. The question isn't if they'll win a championship, it's when. And trust me, you're gonna want to be there when they do. This Fever team, they're writing their own story, and it's going to be one for the history books.